Mafia: The City of Lost Heaven was the first game in this iconic series and was released in 2002 on PC, and in 2004 it was released on PlayStation 2 and Xbox. The game is temporarily positioned from 1930 until the end of 1938, in the last part of the Prohibition, and the fictional city Lost Heaven is the place where the story of the main character Tommy Angelo is written. He has a very interesting journey throughout the game. From a taxi driver, he becomes part of the Salieri crime family, working for the first time as a driver for it. To make things more interesting, throughout the game, Tommy and the Salieri family fight with the Morello family to gain control of the city. In terms of gameplay and game mechanics, it is very similar to the GTA series. Specifically, the player can use firearms, steal and drive cars, or even destroy them. Interesting in this game is the fact that there is an order of fulfillment of missions, after which the player receives various bonus missions. Attacking people on the street is quite risky, because the police are notified immediately and will probably arrest you or even kill you. There are also 3 modes in this game. The story mode, which is actually the story of the game itself along with the bonus missions offered by Lucas Bertone. Free ride mode allows the player to have fun in the city without doing important missions. And the free ride extreme mode includes 19 missions that offer different special cars, and is unlocked after finishing the whole game. 8 years apart, 2K Games released the sequel to the first Mafia game, called Mafia II, and was released on PC, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. The action takes place between 1940 and 1950, in the fictional city of Empire Bay, and we have as protagonist Vito Scaletta, a Sicilian-American mobster and also a war veteran. Trying to pay off his father's debts and improve his lifestyle, Vito enters a power struggle of the mafia families in the area. On the gameplay side, a cover system has been introduced that allows the player to hide behind various objects during a fight. The player also has the ability to act in 2 different ways to steal a car. For example, he can unlock a car door, or he can break the car's window to steal it. At the same time, there are over 50 vehicles in the game, and weapons from the first game and new weapons were introduced. Another interesting thing is that for the most part, the cutscenes in the game are created in real time. That is, when the player does an action, the character is caught in cutscenes with the same condition or with the same clothes. Also in 2020 was released the remastered version that has a new engine, has an updated scenario, new scenes, and additional game sequences. The third game in the Mafia series was released in 2016 on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The game was developed by Hangar 13 and published by 2K Games. The action of the game takes place in 1968 in the fictional city of New Bordeaux and features Lincoln Clay, a former Vietnam War veteran. Lincoln intends to form his own criminal organization in order to take revenge on the Italian Mafia. In terms of gameplay, the game has a huge map consisting of 10 districts. Also, the player has the opportunity to interrogate NPC characters to obtain information on various objectives. And the player can achieve these objectives both by eliminating enemies with weapons and by requesting reinforcements. At the same time, players can attack and take control of the Italian Mafia areas. They can drive vintage cars with realistic mechanics, and the game experience is supplemented by the soundtrack of that time. Also in 2020, Mafia III is released in the remastered version. In 2020, Mafia Definitive Edition was released, a complete remake of the first Mafia game in 2002. It features new graphics, a revised story, gameplay improvements, and the introduction of motorcycles. Most of the changes were made to the city. For example, the redesign of the Chinatown with famous buildings or decorations. Also, the soundtrack in English had a new distribution.
You know her?
Yeah. I've been with her a few times. She's a good egg, Tom. Just maybe not so bright.